Alright, so after removing the 12-inch piece that can cover this and make this 15 to 12, I got all this carpet peeled off. There's still some fuzzies on here. I'll have to work on that. But we're down to the nuts and bolts of this enclosure. And it's a well-built enclosure. Carmel built this. And everything's rounded off. This is all, the port in here is actually rounded off under here. And then there's this extra piece right here to bring it, and it's double rounded. I think it's actually 3 pieces thick here. The port is 2 layers thick, and then another piece here to make this end really nice and round. And then of course we got the 45 over there. So let's have a look at this port. See how he did that? That's a nice, well done port. There's like 3 layers. The 3? Am I looking at that right? Yeah, there's 3 layers of port going on there. And that bottom piece, you can't see it, but it goes all the way to the edge. So this is 2 layers thick, and I don't know about this side, but there's a 45 down in there also to help keep the wind noise down. So I mean, it's a really nice, well-built box. It was built for a purpose. It was wrapped over to the edge because it went up in an area where all that was visible was just the front, basically. So that was the only part that was really wrapped. And another thing I got to deal with is that hole. That's where the wires went out. So that'll have to get filled in some kind of way. And I'll put a thing on the back. I haven't decided for sure what I'm doing with this exactly yet, but this is the progress I made on stripping it back to something I can work. Now this box with a 15 in it is tuned to around 35 hertz. Whenever you put this plate here on it, if I can get it up there with one hand, when you put this plate on here, which fits right here, and it fits flush down here, and then it's flush the port. When you put this plate on here and screw it down, it's tuned to around 32 hertz with a 12. So it can do a 12 or a 15, depending on, you know, what you want to do. And the frequency is adjust. Of course, it's got a double baffle, and yeah, it's all done with a router. It's nice and smooth. Needs some cleanup work done, but you know. Now the back and the side that's on the table still need work, so I'm not going to paint them yet. As you can see, there's little holes and stuff where something was mounted back here, probably an amplifier, but that hole that we plugged up, you have to get really close to be able to even see an outline of it. So it's looking good. The whole thing is going to get bed lined after we're done refinishing and putting down a black base coat. The black base coat helps to seal up the MDF and also to allow some black color behind there so we don't have to get as thick with the bed liner to get it to work. Now, this is my preferred bed liner of choice. I pick it up at Menards. It's a gigantic can and it's like 20 bucks a can, but this stuff goes on really, really nice and looks really, really good.
Dropping that bass like a boom, boom, boom.
Now, those holes were all around this speaker cutout. You can't see them at all. This is a little depression where I beat the crap out of it with a crowbar. It's barely visible, but the area where the speaker's going to seal wasn't hit, so it should be just totally fine. And most of it's going to be covered by the flange anyway. Up here, back here somewhere, there was a hole. Big, huge hole. You can stick your finger in it. It's not there no more. In fact, I can't even find it to show it to you. It's that well hidden. Not too shabby, huh? It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of elbow grease, some sandpaper, and some, you know, bed liner. Get her done. Oh yeah. You get the idea now, don't you? Yep. Things are going to happen up in here, baby. Crazy things are going to happen. If you ain't hit that subscribe button, you might want to do that because it's going to get real cool down here and up there.